everyone, hi. Hi. Hi David, hi Dylan, hi Bill Dad, hi Darren, hi Gab, hi Gary, hi Hilda, hi James, Jack, Luke. There's so many of you here today. I can't say hi to everyone. Hi best friend, hi Darren. Hi. Okay. Before I do still see the attendance list moving quite a bit. So before I start with today's webinar, can you guys let me know if everyone can see my screen and everyone can hear me clearly? My screen should say IC Market Webinar. How do you set up a trading journal? Thank you. Cool. Yes. Thanks, Dawn. Hi, Dawn. Hi. If I haven't said hi to you already. Okay. Hi, Angie. Hi, Askar. Hi, Andrew. Hey, AJ. I'm just at the A's. I haven't even scrolled up to the other names. Hi, Billy. Hi, Osama. Hi, Luke. James. Cool. Everything's working fine, right? Okay. Do you have a green screen behind you? Yes, I have a green screen behind me. I thought I'd try putting a green screen behind me today, and then I tried to change the background, and then I don't know how to change the background. So I was spending like a good 15 minutes trying to figure out how to change the background to something cool, but I couldn't do it. So I guess you guys are just gonna have to see a green screen behind me today. Yes and yes. Okay, everyone can hear me. Hi, Muhammad. Thanks. Okay, cool. So today's webinar, we're gonna see how do you set up a trading journal. Okay, it's gonna be a bit of an overview rather than care factor zero about the green screen. Cool, David. It's gonna be a very brief overview on. I'm just gonna touch more on like where you can get a trading journal and where you can how a trading journal can really help you. So I'm going to touch on a few websites, and then we're going to touch on how to get better setups, and then after that I actually want to show you guys how I usually do my own trading journal. So how I use my trading journal, it's not very efficient, but I've been using it that way. It's very manual. Okay, so but don't use my weight because it's a bit old school. Okay, other than that, welcome everyone to today's webinar brought to you by IC Markets. The whole point of this webinar is to help you guys grow your account and grow your, well, basically help you improve in trading and help you grow your trading account. So how do you set up a trading journal is today's topic. Our agenda for today, we're going to touch on that in a bit. In the meantime, disclaimer, you guys already know how this works. We talk about this, we start our webinars every week with this. Okay, so the first thing first, I need to remind you guys, please do not take this webinar as any sort of financial advice, okay, or investment advice or any kind of trading advice. Okay, this is purely educational. Again, the whole point of this webinar is to help you guys grow your account and help you guys improve in trading. Okay, so this is not a signals group, it's not a forecasting group. Okay, cool. Oh, by the way, did anyone get into the gold trade yesterday? Did anyone get into the gold trade yesterday? So I was saying I was going to move my stop loss to entry. I got stopped out and then I got in at a better price actually, and I am in about 3% profit right now. About 2.5, I think. Let me check. I don't know, maybe it went down, it went south, maybe. Got in, no, didn't get in on the trade. Got in, yeah, actually if you use my stop loss yesterday, actually, by right you shouldn't have been stopped out. Okay, I'm about 2.5% in profit right now. Okay, so that was yesterday's gold trade. Got in. Okay, cool. For those who are in, you should be making quite a bit of profit. For those who are not in, that's totally cool. There's so many trades every day. Okay, you don't need to force trades. Okay, so our agenda for today is to, number one, of course, understand how do you set out a trading journal. Okay, number two, getting the most out of getting the most out of my forex book, and then getting the most out of FX Blue. So these are the two websites we're going to touch on, and these are the two websites where I'm going to show you guys that you can kind of create your own trading journal there. If you want to use any other websites, you can as well. It's just this is what we're suggesting because this is what we personally use. Okay, so I personally use FX Blue. Okay, FX Blue is by IC Markets. Okay, if you guys want to link up your trade, you can as well. And then we're going to look at how you can optimize your strategy. Optimizing a strategy is basically technical analysis, your best days, the best time frame, the best instruments, and the best direction to go for. Okay, so these are some of the things we're going to cover today. It's very generic for those who have been trading for a long time or have been trading for years. You might oh, sorry, is my phone ringing? Just sorry, I didn't realize the phone was yes, it's muted. Thanks, Andres. Okay, do let me know if you guys can still hear any. I think because when I'm talking, I don't realize there's background noise. Okay, but let me know if there's anything else in the background that you want me to mute or anything. But so far it should be just that phone that is already muted. Okay, cool. So I'm going to introduce your host today, which is me. For those who don't already know me, I think majority of you knows me. But for those who are here for the first time, okay, give me a sec. Let me, that wasn't my phone. It should be muted now. Sorry, that's the last time, guys. Sorry about that. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to introduce myself for those who don't already know me. My name is Cassandra. You can call me Cass. I am an investment analyst and a prop trader at Everest Fortune Group. So Everest Fortune Group is an award-winning research firm. We specialize in research and a lot of backtesting. We basically spend a lot of time looking at the charts, forecasting where it's going to go, and then we advise banks, brokerages, hedge funds, and financial institutions, and you guys on these webinars of where we think the markets are going. Okay, other than that, I am a prop trader. I am a certified and funded prop trader. For those who don't know what prop trading is, oh yes, I've passed prop trading test multiple times. For those who don't know what these are, so for a trader to be a prop trader, they first need to take a test. Okay, this is how it usually works. You take a test, you pass the test, and then it's not a test, it's a couple of tests actually. You pass the test and then you get funded, and then from these fundings, you whatever profits you make, you get a profit sharing. Okay, so I've personally passed multiple of these tests before. It sounds very easy, it's not that easy. Okay, the passing rate for this test is less than 2%. Okay, it's less than 2%. If I'm not mistaken, it's 1.5%. But that's just information I got from a YouTube video. I don't know how accurate it is, but I would believe it is less than 2%. Okay, on the monthly basis, few thousand people take this test and only less than 2% pass. Okay, why is it so hard to pass? Because the test requires the trader to make 8 to 10% profit within the month without a drawdown of 5%. Okay, so if you cannot make 8 to 10% profit within the month, you are going to fail the test and then you have to restart or whatever it is. Okay, so how I did this and how I did this so many times even is by using technical analysis. So I do specialize in technical analysis. Therefore, I tell you guys in these webinars, I told you guys yesterday, if you guys have any question regarding technical analysis, please ask me in the chat box because I only have few more months left with you guys and I won't be doing these webinars before anymore because I am going on maternity leave. Okay, so your next presenter may or may not be a technical analysis specialist. Your next presenter may be a fundamental analysis specialist. So if it's technical analysis, you guys ask me and I can help you. But if it's fundamental analysis or anything else, please refrain from asking me because I will not be able to help you that much. Okay. So thanks, David. Thanks, David. Okay. So please ask me if it's technical analysis. Please ask me so that I can help you. Remember, the whole point of this webinar is to help you grow your trading and grow your account. So if you're not asking questions, then I cannot really help you in the parts that you're weak on or you're not, like you don't understand. Okay, so don't be shy or don't feel like you are dragging the whole, stopping the whole webinar or whatever. Just ask a question so that you can grow in trading. Okay, so that's that. I'm gonna start with today's webinar. Okay, cool. So getting the most out of my Forex book. Anyone has ever heard of this before, my Forex book? You guys can just go to myforexbook.com. Okay, this is what their website will kind of look like. Anyone? Nobody at all? Okay, cool. Okay. Andres, James has used it. Andres has used it. Okay, so the one thing about, we're going to talk about my Forex book and my Forex Blue today. I'm going to focus more on the other one rather than my Forex book because my Forex Blue is the one that I personally use. This one I know of, so I'm just going to introduce it to you guys. Okay, I don't personally use it, but I know these functions are available. Okay, so Brandon uses this as well. So the functions that are available on my Forex book is your portfolio. Number one, you can link your trading account to my Forex book, and then it kind of gives you an automatic trading journal. So I think I've shared with you guys before. I do used to manually key in. I manually key in my trading journal, as in I will say like what pairs I'm using, did I buy, did I sell, what date did I do it. Okay, it's very manual and it's very like, these are very like administrative stuff, okay, which is time consuming. If you don't want to do that, there's actually a lot of like plugins nowadays and a lot of websites and a lot of things you can install that will make your life easier as a trader. Okay, so the first thing is my Forex book. They will have news, they'll have market updates, they have a community, they have charts, and they have a portfolio where you can link your current trading account with your current trading account, meaning MT4. Okay, who doesn't use MT4 here? I think everyone uses MT4, right? Because I myself have an IC market trading account and I link it to MT4. So if you link it to MT4, actually other than MT4, I don't really know. Oh yeah, MT4 or MT5. Thanks, Brendan. MT4 or MT5, you have to link it to MT4, MT5 to be able to trade, right, to begin with. From my understanding, these are the only two platforms that you can use. If there's any other one, if anyone here is using any other platform other than MT4 and MT5, let me know in the chat box. I want to know what platform you're using, but I personally am using MT4. So MT4, you can link it to my FX book, and then it will help you record your track record, and then you can go back and look at it and see what you went wrong, what date you went wrong, and whatnot. Okay, so everyone cool with that? So that's my Forex book. Okay, so other than that, we're gonna move on to getting more out of FX Blue. So FX Blue is the one that I use more often. That's why I'm gonna talk more about this. My Forex book is good as well. They're both equally good actually. Well, at least that's what I heard from Des. Okay, so this is what my FX Blue would look like. Is this being recorded? Yes, this is being recorded. Hey Jamilu, welcome to this webinar. It is being recorded, Lucas. It will be posted on YouTube, right? If I am wrong, please correct me, guys, but it should be posted on YouTube. Last I checked, all the recorded videos are posted on YouTube. So you can go on IC Markets Global. I think it's IC Markets. You basically just type IC Markets on YouTube and then you should be able to find it. Okay, Desiree is saying yes, but usually takes a few days to a week for them to post it. Okay, so so if you want to watch this recording, it's going to take a few days to a few weeks. Actually, I had someone text me, I think it was best friend, right? Best friend. So best friend was telling me that it's very funny. He attended a webinar, and only the next day or 2 days later, then only he received an email saying, "Oh, congratulations on attending the webinar," or like and stuff. So they do. It is a little bit delayed, but yes, it will eventually get posted. Okay, so let's talk a bit about FX Blue. FX Blue, it's the same. Okay, you kind of can link your MT4 to FX Blue. So how it will look like is, I'll go into the next slide and you can see how it looks like. But I think it's very convenient because FX Blue has like a lot of functions as well. So you can trade mirror, there's calendars, there's market data, there's competitions, there's brokers. The brokers, obviously IC Market, because FX Blue is sponsored by IC Market. Okay, and then you can just go on their website and see what other functions they are. I'm not going to talk about all of it today. The whole point of today is the trading journal. Okay, so that's that. You can link your account. You need to create an account first, obviously, then only you can link an account. So I do have an account. My account is free, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, I don't remember paying anything for it. It's definitely free for me. Okay, so mine is a free, and then I link my MT4 to it. So my MT4, I have record of all my trades. Okay, you can go by month, by year, and then by days. Okay, so that's really convenient if you don't want to manually jot down your trades and your trading strategy and whatnot. Okay, so this is kind of what it will look like. Yeah, this is kind of what it will look like. Okay, so this is my personal, okay, this is our personal trading record. Okay, so I can see like on Monday I took 5 trades, I won 4 trades, I lost 1 trade. Okay, this is not mine per se, okay, but this is ours as in Everest, because you guys know I only take 1 trade a day. I took my gold trade yesterday and I'm in 2.5% today. Okay, so I only take 1 trade a day. I don't see the point in taking more than 1 trade. I feel like it's unnecessary. So that's why this is not my trading record. This is our, like as in Everest's trading record. So Everest took 5 trades, won 4 trades. This is on Monday, okay? This is very recent. Okay, and lost 1 trade. On Tuesday, took 3 trades, won 2 trades, and lost 1 trade. On Thursday, Wednesday, kind of took 2, took 4, and then won 2 and lost 2. On Thursday, took 7, won 5 trades, lost 2 trades. And on Friday, this was last week, lost 1 trade on Friday. Okay, some of you may be looking at this and thinking, that doesn't look very, like you would think maybe some of you would think, oh, I thought you guys were professionals. Shouldn't your trading record be much higher? Oh my goodness, I accidentally pressed cancel on the question box. I need to find out how to look for it again. Wait, give me a sec, guys. Sorry guys, give me 1 minute, like literally give me 1 minute. I accidentally pressed cancel on the chat box. That means if any of you is talking to me, I would not be able to see it. No, this is not it. This is my first time. I've been doing these webinars for years now, and this is my first time canceling the chat box, so I wouldn't know where to find it anymore. Okay guys, give me 1 minute. I need to pause this webinar so I can find the chat box. This is important in case you guys have questions that I wouldn't be able to answer you. I'm so sorry guys, I really have no idea how to get the chat box back. after canceling. So there is another box here called chat. Okay, so there is two boxes. One is I'm gonna say hi in that chat box. I don't know if you guys can see it. I said hi at 5:51. Okay, so the Q&A box, I accidentally canceled it. Now I don't know how to get it back. If you guys want to ask me a question, do not ask me in the Q&A box because I cannot find the Q&A box anymore. Ask me in the chat box instead. So there should be one Q&A box in a chat box. Type in the chat box instead. If I'm not replying means there's definitely not seeing your message. I think the only way to get the box back is to end the webinar and restart it, which is a waste of time. So you guys just talk to me in the chat box, okay? Don't use the Q&A box. I can't find it anymore. Or maybe someone say hi in the Q&A box. Maybe it will reappear. I'm not sure. Okay, anyways, I'm just going to keep talking. If you guys have questions, I'm so sorry. I cannot see it because I don't know where the box went to. Okay, so I found it. We are in the chat box. Don't worry. We cannot see a chat box. Hope you can see the message. Okay, I found it. Oh my gosh, there was a button at the bottom. Okay, I found it. Okay, so sorry guys. Okay, anyways, this is do you have a YouTube channel that we can follow? Nope, I don't see. Yes, I can see your message, James. Thank you so much. I don't. But I have a Telegram that I was telling you guys about, but I'm not going to reply in that yet. Okay, so this is our ratio. Okay, for those who think this does not look great, let me just show you something. This is important. Okay, this is very, very important. I actually had someone recently ask me what my win rate is. Okay, so my win rate, actually I don't know what my win rate is for sure, but I think it's closer to 6 out of 10 or 7 out of 10. It doesn't sound very impressive, right? I know it doesn't sound very impressive, but let me show you guys one thing why risk reward is so important. Okay, let's say I'm winning. I take 10 trades. Everyone can see my drawing, right? Okay, I take 10 trades and I only win 5. If I'm risking 1-to-1, if my risk reward is 1-to-1, meaning I'm risking 1% to make 1%, okay, that means I break even. I didn't lose anything. I didn't win anything, right? If it is 6 out of 10 and my risk reward is 1-to-1, I'm risking 1% to make 1%. That means I made 1% because I won 6 trades. Wait, yes. Okay, I won 6 trades, so I made 6%, but I lost 4 trades, so I lose 4%. So at the end of the day, I made 2%, right? Okay, so this is how it works. But the thing is, why, even though our win ratio doesn't look that great, okay, this is like a 1-to-4, this is like 2 out of 3, this is like half, and this is like -1. Okay, why we are still winning overall, why our account still looks so good overall is because our ratio is never 1-to-1. Our risk to reward ratio is always minimally 1-to-2. Okay, so even though if I win 6 out of 10 trades, okay, if I win 6 trades, that means I made 12%, and then I lost 4%. Okay, at the end of the day, I still make 8%. Okay, do you see how important risk to reward is? The gold trade I gave you guys yesterday was a 1-to-4 risk to reward. Okay, it's a 1-to-2 or 1-to-4 risk to reward. I am at 2.5% profit right now. That means I'm going for the 1-to-4. If price hits my take profit, I would have made 4%. Okay, but my risk is at 0 at this current point of time because I already moved my stop loss to entry. So I'm risking nothing to make 4%. That's why risk reward is so important. If I didn't emphasize this enough in all my webinars, please register this in your mind that risk to reward is super duper duper important. It's not how many times you win. It is when you win, how big do you win? Okay, this is super duper important. Please keep this in mind. Okay, so this is the cool thing that you can get from my FX book. Okay, the other cool thing, this is what it will look like. Okay, so in summary, will tell you what currencies we took, what instruments you took. Okay, so in this case, for USD CAD, you took one trade. Okay, one trade on the long. Okay, two trades on the shorts, and in total we took three trades. That means that three trades, one was long, two was short, and we averaged 1, 2 and lost 1. Okay, so the winning rate for USD CAD is 67% and the losing rate is 33%. Okay, the profit was about $3,000, for example, in total, because we won 4,003, we lost one trade at 1,155. Our profit was 3,201. Okay, so if you link your MT4 account to my FX book, these are the information that they can store for you. They can store up to months. Okay, you can store up to months. I mean, obviously there's going to be some kind of membership where you can pay and then you can store maybe up to years. Okay, but I personally, I'm just using the free one. Let me think. I'm definitely using the free one. I don't see the point in paying extra for stuff. Okay, so I personally, I'm just using the free one, and then I just refer to it. Okay, so that's that. So we can see the next pair, GBP USD, one pair for long, one pair for one trade for short. In total, two trades was taken. Okay, the win rate was, for the long we lost. Okay, average loss. So the win rate is 50-50. Okay, so you can see it goes on. It goes on. It will just keep track of all the pairs you are trading, how many longs you took, how many shorts you took, the total from that pair, and your win rate ratio. Why is this important? Can you guys, do you guys have any idea why you think this is important of having this kind of record? Nope, nobody has any idea. Okay, cool. So this is important. Thank you, Brendan. I feel like a lot of you know the answer, but you just don't want to engage. Am I boring? I'm so sorry. Okay, thanks, Brendan. Thanks. Thanks, Ernest. Thanks, Jack. Okay, so you guys, okay, yes. Thank you so much. Okay, cool. So, um, I try to be interactive with you guys, but you guys don't wanna engage with me. For tracking purpose, review, and improvement. Thank you, Muhammad. Okay, thanks, guys, that replied. So the thing is that's right. So I don't know if I said it in the introduction today. I probably didn't, but I always introduce myself as a gold trader, as a XAU USD trader. I always tell people I'm a gold trader. I don't trade forex. I don't trade index. I don't trade anything else other than gold. And once in a while, I don't trade cryptocurrency, but more like I buy and hold cryptocurrency. Why? Because from my own trading journal, whenever I take gold as a trade, I always end up winning my trade. So my win ratio for gold is, I think, closer to 8/10. Okay, 8/10. Someone asked me what my win ratio was. I said 6/10. I don't actually know if it's 6/10, but I just randomly said 6/10. It's actually, I think, closer to 8/10. Are you a long or short-term trader? Okay, I am both a day trader and a position trader. Why am I both of that? Okay, so when I am trading, day trading, that's when I'm using my funded accounts. Okay, so I am a prop trader, because the thing about this prop trading test and being a prop trader is that you must trade on a daily basis. Okay, you must trade on a daily basis. But I'm also a position trader. A position trader is someone who buys and holds for long. Okay, it's way longer than a swing trader. Okay, buys and hold for long. And what do I buy and hold for long? I tell you guys this, I am very transparent. I have 70% of my portfolio is in cryptocurrency. Okay, I think now it's 50% because the other 50% is in property now. Okay, I buy and hold a lot of Ethereum. Okay, most of my entry price for Ethereum is $1,200. I think Ethereum today should be about 1,009 if I'm not mistaken. My plan for Ethereum is to hold it until it reach 6,000, or if it reaches 6,000, that'll be great. If it doesn't, I'm totally fine with taking that risk. That is a risk I'm willing to take. But that is my plan for Ethereum. Other than Ethereum, I trade everything else. So I trade gold on a daily basis. Trading means I go in and out, day trading on a daily basis. So I am both of that. Gold, you dig it out of the ground, refine and store it back under the ground. What is the use of it? I honestly, if you ask me, David, I have no idea what is the purpose of gold. I'm wearing a gold chain because I'm pregnant and my wedding ring doesn't fit my finger anymore, so I have to wear it on a chain so I don't lose my wedding ring. But other than that, I really don't know what is the purpose of gold in today's context. But anyways, I love trading it because I'm quite profitable in it. Okay. Can you share a strategy of trading gold? Yep, I'm going to look at that. Which prop firm is better, FTMO or my Forex fund? I am funded for both, so in my very honest opinion, I think my Forex fund, because it's easier to pass. It's easier to pass. They are not so strict with rules. For FTMO, you cannot trade during news event. You cannot hold your trade on the weekends. There's a lot of rules that is out to make you fail. That's why I personally like my Forex fund better. Okay, but that's just my opinion. Okay, so that's that. This is very important because once you have identified the pair, okay, once you have identified the pair or the currency or the instrument that you are very good at, that you're winning at, that is going to be the instrument that you're going to be focusing on. Okay, if I'm very good in gold, why would I go and trade USD CAD, right? Like my win rate for gold is like 8 out of 10. Why would I go and try my luck on Forex? Okay, but anyways, I have tracked my Forex record. My Forex record is, maybe my Forex record is 6 out of 10. Yeah, I think my Forex record is not that great. Okay, so gold, I'm definitely much better with gold. I only trade Forex when I go on a gold chart. I try to chart, and no matter how hard I chart, I cannot find a setup. Then I have no choice. Then I will go and look for another instrument. Okay, that's why you specialize. Actually, I don't know a trader who just trades everything. Even like this is Everest trading journal, right? They focus a lot on Forex. Okay, I don't know anyone who like just trades everything under the sun. Like they trade stocks, they trade. I personally don't know anyone. I'm sure there are people like that outside, but usually people just specialize in a few and then they just stick with that, right? Because there's really no need to like be good at everything. You just pick a few things that you're good at, and that is enough to make you a lot of profits. Okay, there's no need to be like, what's that called? Jack of all trades, master of none. Just be a master of some. Just be a master of some. Okay, so that's that. Let me go back non-drawing mode. Okay, cool. Okay, these are the other things that you can see. So you can see like in 2023, okay, in February, they made a profit of 2.73%, for example. In March, they made a profit of 5.17%. By the way, if it's negative, it will show negative, okay? But this is profits, okay? So Everest, we can trade. Guys, we can trade. If not, we wouldn't be doing these webinars for you guys. Okay, so in February, 2.73%. Like if you look at my trading journal, it would say like December, I was 1%. Because December is holiday month, I spend most of my December traveling. So I only make 1%, but you will see like November, I was 8%. Okay, and then January, I don't remember what was my ratio for January, but anyways, we are in April. I am currently up 5% as of today, 11th of April. Okay, or maybe 4+%. I'm not sure. Okay, I need to go back and look at my trading journal, but yeah, it's somewhere around there. Okay, so then your risk ratio for March is, it'll show you as well. Other than that, you will also see monthly analytics. This is yearly, and then you can see currency popular for March. the one that you traded the most. So GBP USD, you traded the most in February. You traded the most, and after that NZD CAD is what they trade most of the time. Again, this is not my trading journal, okay? This is Everest's trading journal. The average holding time for a trade is short or long. So short meaning, let me grab my pen. Okay, so the average holding time was about 6 hours. Okay, this is very short because most of the traders in Everest are actually scalpers. Okay, most of the traders in Everest are scalpers, so they don't hold their trades for long. Unlike me, sometimes my trade can last up to 2 days. Okay, because I'm usually looking at the 4 hours time frame. Okay, sometimes my trade lasts for 1 day, few hours. Sometimes it lasts for 2 days. Like I took the trade on go yesterday. I'm still in the trade on go from yesterday, so that's 2 days already. Okay, so it depends what time frame you're looking at. If you guys notice, every time we do these webinars, I always do daily and then I do 4 hours. Why? Because I like to take things slow. Okay, but if you are someone who thinks that's not exciting enough, you want something a bit more exciting, definitely you can go to the H1. You can go to, I don't know, the 15 minutes if you want to. I'm not out for that kind of excitement, so I only stick with daily and 4 hours. Okay, so that's that. Let me move on. Okay, so these are all the H4 gives better cyclicity. That's very true, David. So I totally agree with David. I think the structure for H4 is very strong anyways. Like you don't want to go on the daily because the daily is too wide, right? One candlestick is 1 day. Okay, then you wouldn't be a day trader anymore. You'll be like a swing trader, positions trader. So H4 is kind of like day trading to swing trading ish. Okay, plus the structure is way stronger than looking at the 1 hour and the 15 minutes. So yes, that's also why I only look at daily H4. The only time I ever go onto the 1 hour is when I look at the H4 and structure looks really bad. Structure looks very bad, or I really just cannot find a setup. Then I go to the 1 hour. Maybe I can try to find something on the 1 hour. If not, I usually don't even go down to the 1 hour because just the daily and the H4 alone can give you quite good setups already. Okay, so there's no point. Okay, cool. So optimizing your strategy. This is where I talk about my strategy. That's that. Yes, please go and check out my Forex book. Okay, because these are all the cool stuff you can well, it's basically just a trading journal. Okay, it's just a electronic trading journal. Okay, that's online. Okay, you can link all your stuff to my trading book. Obviously, if you pay, you get better features. It's the same. Even if you use TradingView, if you use the free feature on TradingView, you can only use three indicators, if I'm not mistaken. But if you pay more, then you can use more indicators. I personally just use the free one. I don't use anything paid for. Because I mean, you think about it, right? Like if you trading itself already has risk, and then now you have to pay. You have commitments. So I don't pay. I don't care what anyone says. I personally don't pay. Can you show how to connect with MT5, or did I miss that? Okay, how do you MT5 or MT4? How you connect? I didn't go through that because you need a login details. So you go to their website, create an account. Okay, you create an account, then you go to my FX Blue, or if you can't find it, just go toggle around. There should be a link for you to connect your account. Okay, once they ask you for, there should be a login page. So you then log into your MT4, MT5, whatever account you have, and then you key in your password the same way you would log in on your MT4, MT5, and then it will just link all your trading. I don't know if it links all your past trading or it links the moment you sign up. You know what I mean? Like let's say you've been trading for years. I don't know if they take all your history and your record for the years, because mine has been linked for a long time. So I can't remember how it works from the beginning. It downloads your full history. Okay, thanks, Brandon. So Brandon is saying that it will download your full history. Okay, so it's a very simple setup. You can just go and toggle on their website and you should be able to find it. Yeah. Oh, okay. Brendan is very familiar with these websites. Okay, cool. So optimizing your strategy, this is just very simple stuff. Okay, found it, thanks. This is just very simple stuff. I'm just going to talk about the strategy I use. So there's two strategy that I use. The first one I'm not going to talk about because we already know that strategy takes a lot of time. We went 3 webinars on it. I spent 3 whole hours talking about it. Elliott Wave. Okay, Elliott Wave is my one strategy. Like I would say I love Elliott Wave. He has made me a lot of profit. I took my Forex fund test and I passed the entire test with 1 trade. Okay, I passed the entire test with 1 trade and I passed it using Elliott Wave because I caught a wave 3. Okay, so I was risking 1% to make 8%. 8%, I immediately passed the test, and that was the only trade that I took. But of course, with this prop trading test, there's a minimum trade that you need to take. You need to take, I think you have to do like 5 minimum trading days or something. So the next 4 days, all I did was like, I just went in 0.01 lot for all my trades and I still passed. Okay, so Elliott Wave is my one strategy that I use. I'm not going to share that because that's a whole different webinar. We are not going to be able to cover Elliott Wave. Okay, this is the second strategy that I use. This strategy is so much more simpler for those who don't want to go and count your waves. Okay, by the way, guys, whatever I'm showing you guys is my own personal trading style. Okay, this is not the only trading style in the universe, in the world. There's hundreds and hundreds of trading style, hundreds and hundreds of strategies out there. I am only showing my strategy that has helped me become profitable. There may be people out there who are way more profitable than me. I see people posting on YouTube. I don't know how true it is. They're making like 20, 30%. I don't know how true it is, okay? Because sometimes on the internet you don't know which is real, which is fake. Did you stop using Ichimoku? Nope, I will never stop using Ichimoku. Ichimoku is in my other one. Okay, so my returns on a monthly is usually about 5%. Okay, 5%, some of you may be thinking, oh, that's not a lot. But honestly, on a $1 million account, 5% is not little. Okay, I am only one individual. I am only one individual, and 5% on a $1 million account is not very little either. That's way more than I can spend on one holiday. Okay, so that is my average returns, and these are the strategies I'm using, right? But I mean, on average, okay, sometimes there are months where I'm very slow. I only do 1%. Let me even see. Okay, so that's that. So the strategy that I use, right, is very simple. We talk about this almost every week, especially live trading as an analysis session. Support resistance. I live and breathe support and resistance. Without support and resistance, I don't care what strategy you are using, you are not. Okay, you know what? I'm not going to say that because maybe there are people out there who are using support and resistance and are very profitable. I don't know. I haven't met them before. But until today, all the profitable traders that I've ever met, okay, all profitable traders that I have ever met use support and resistance. Okay, so support and resistance, if you have not already mastered support and resistance, please go and master support and resistance because support and resistance is so crucial in making money in trading. Why? Because support and resistance will act as your entry, your stop loss, and your take profit. How can I see other questions? I think the other questions only I can see it. I think the questions, I don't know. I don't think this is like Zoom, right? I think Zoom, you guys can communicate with each other. But for this platform that we're using, which is GoToWebinar, I don't think the attendees can see other people's questions. It's only one way. Desmond said so too. Okay, thanks, Desiree. So yeah, it's only one way. Okay, so support and resistance, like please go master and support. Please go and master support and resistance if you have not already mastered support and resistance. Okay, that is like my best advice to you guys. Okay, because support resistance is like, I mean, honestly, if you don't have support resistance, how do you even look for an entry? Like, I don't know. Okay, so go and master support resistance. It's not that hard. Support resistance is basically identifying swing highs, swing lows, and overlaps. Okay, this is overlap swing high and swing lows. Okay, so please go and master that if you haven't already. After that, I will combine it with trend lines or channels. Okay, this, other than support resistance, I think it's crucial. Okay, I think it's so crucial because identifying trend lines and channels is identifying trend. Okay, so if you are identifying trend, that means you already won half the battle. Okay, if you can identify trend, meaning you can identify whether price is going up or down. If it's going up, do you get in for a buy or a sell? I ask you guys this a lot, and I'm asking you again to see if you guys are still following. Okay, but if price is moving up, do you look for a buy or a sell entry? Can you guys let me know in the chat box so I know you guys are still following? Okay, most of you said buy. David's saying just call it a level. If you call it support, it will expect the same reaction next time as a level. It will either hold or break. No exceptions. That's right. I totally agree with David. So David is saying whether it's a support resistance or not, the levels might break. But your job as a trader is to identify support resistance because that is the most likely or probable area of where price is going to reverse or breakout. So usually my style of trading is to look for reversals. I identify support resistance and then I use that support resistance to get in for a reversal. I don't usually play a breakout because I look for support resistance and I look for the strength. If I find that it is a strong key level, then that's where I get in for a reversal. Okay, but then again, if I see other things like divergence and stuff, I don't get in. Okay, so most of you said buy. Okay, thanks for interacting, guys. Thanks for interacting. If not, I'll be talking to myself this entire webinar. Okay, so yes, my style of trading, I'm not saying that if price is going up, you cannot go in for a sell. You can go in for a sell as well, but I mean, if you think about it, you should be following the wave. You know what I mean? You should be following the wave. So if price is moving up, it is safer. It is not the only way, but in my opinion, it is less risk to go for a buy when price is moving up because you are going with the trend. Yes, it's trend. The trend is your friend. Yes, thank you, James. That is, yes, that was the next thing I was going to say. Trend is your friend. Because why? If it's trending upwards, that means if you're going for a buy, chances of price pushing you to your take profit is higher than it pushing you to your stop loss. Okay, because the momentum is pushing you towards your take profit. You know what? Whatever happens after my take profit, if it hits my take profit and then it reverses, if it hits my take profit and continue going higher, it doesn't matter to me. I don't care. My whole point is I want to get in at this price. I want it to hit my take profit. After my take profit, I don't care what happens. As long as I already made my money, I'm done for the day. Okay, that is my style of trading. I am here to live one trade at a time. Okay, so do you use a trailing stop? I don't, because I find that I always get stopped out. I always get stopped out when I use a trailing stop. Then I get upset about it. So I don't use a trailing stop. Maybe I don't know how to use it efficiently. I don't know. If you guys know how to use it effectively, let me know in the chat box. But so far, like let's say 10 times I use a trailing stop, I would find that maybe like 5 times or like half of the time I get stopped out prematurely. I get stopped out and then it ends up going to my take profit. So now I don't use the trailing stop, but I do always move my stop loss to entry. Okay, why? Because being in a risk-free trade is very important to me. Being able to protect my account is very important to me. Okay, minimizing risk is very, very important to me. So I don't use a trailing stop, but I do move. The only time I move my stop loss is to move it to entry. Like my gold trade that I'm in 2.5% at this current point of time. If I take the profit now, I make 2.5%. If it goes to my take profit, I make 5%. If it makes 5%, I'm done for the month, guys. I don't even need to trade for the rest of the month anymore. Okay, that's my style of trading. If I hit my target, I mean, if I hit my minimum target, I'm totally fine. I'm totally okay with not trading for the rest of the month. Okay, but so why I don't want to take my profit now at 2.5% is because I wanted to hit my take profit at 5%. But no matter what happened, even if it hit my take profit or not, my stop loss is already at my entry. So no matter what happened from this point on, I won't lose anything. The most I lose is the profit of the 2.5%, which is totally fine for me. I don't mind. If I lose it, I'll just look for another trade. It's totally fine for me. Yes, I do move my stop loss to entry point. Okay, cool. So you use a parallel channel and a trend line to kind of find direction, and then you use it to look for entry. So if I find that price is going up, I'll look for a buy. If price is going down, I'll look for a sell. Okay, next thing. Okay, I will use Fibonacci. Why do I use Fibonacci? So let's say I've already identified my swing lows and my swing highs and my swing lows or whatever it is. I want to identify how strong my support and resistance is. Okay. Once I identify my support and resistance, I want to identify how strong the support and resistance is. How do you use that? You use Fibonacci. Okay. So you can use Fibonacci retracement. You can use Fibonacci projection. You can use Fibonacci extension, expansion. The more Fibonacci levels lining up in the exact same area, the stronger that area is, and the more likely price will go there and reverse. If it reverses here, this is where my entry will be. This is my entry for the buy. Okay, that is my strategy. That's my style of trading. My style of trading is identifying support and resistance, identifying the strength of the support and resistance, and then if I find that it is strong, I get in that support and resistance for my buy. How many pips then you move your stop loss to entry? Okay, usually if it's halfway to my take profit, I move it to entry. Okay, so let's say my entry is here, my stop loss is here, my take profit is here. It's very far away, right? Because my risk to reward is always, my risk to reward must make sense to me. If the risk to reward doesn't make sense to me, I don't get into a trade. I will never ever get into a one-to-one trade, because why do I even do that to myself? Why do I even risk my trading account like that? Okay, so usually price is moving. If it's halfway through, okay, it's halfway through, I will usually move my stop loss to entry. Okay, and hopefully it doesn't come back and hit my stop loss. Hopefully it just continue. Hopefully it pulls back, but doesn't hit my stop loss and then goes to my take profit. Okay, but that is again my style of trading. I want to remind you guys that there is many styles of trading. I find gold very whippy, so I suppose the afternoon gold goes up and moves then break even, and evening when New York session opens, sometimes it quickly goes down all the way, taking me out and goes up again 15 minutes. How do you set your stop loss and take profit? I'll touch on that a while. Okay, that's why you should keep trading a particular pair enough time so that you know the characteristics of the particular pair. Yes, I myself find that gold is very it wicks a lot. So gold, it tends to wick you out, and then it continue with the direction that it came from. It ends up going to your take profit, but before it goes to your take profit, it wicks you out first. Okay, so I noticed that with gold as well. So the solution to that is to use a slightly wider stop loss. Okay, use a slightly wider stop loss. Okay, that's my only solution at this current point of time. After I started using a slightly wider stop loss, I get wicked out less. I still get wicked out, but it's definitely less than before. Okay, so how do I set my stop loss and my take profit? Okay, my take profit is usually the next zone. Let's say I identified that this area is my, let me delete this and let me use a red pen. This is recorded, it will be posted on YouTube. Okay, let's say I've identified, this is not a red pen. Okay, never mind. Okay, I've identified this is my entry, right? Okay, so I will first identify a zone. So my entry is usually never one number, it's usually one zone. Do you normally make market executions or pending order? I'll tell you guys the truth, I only use pending orders. Why? Because a lot of times, if you don't use pending orders, you use market execution, it means that you need to sit in front of your computer and wait for price to get to your entry. And like, I don't have that kind of time, man, honestly. There's so many times. I think I had a attendee ask me, oh, did you get into your own gold trade? Like, the person attended my webinar and asked me if I got into my trade, and I didn't get into my own trade. Why? Because I woke up late that day. It's so ridiculous. That trade actually was a 1 to 4 trade, risking 1% to make 4%. I didn't even get into my own trade because I woke up late. By the time I woke up, it was already on the way to my take profit. So I learned my lesson and I use pending order all the time now. I know I always tell you guys to wait for the confirmation, but sometimes, like, you cannot revolve your life around trading. If you cannot revolve your life around trading, just use the pending order. Okay, just use the pending order. But remember to use the stop loss as well, okay? Okay, so let's say I've identified this zone, a zone, okay? I've identified a zone where my entry is. My stop loss will usually be slightly below the zone, okay? Why? Why I put my stop loss slightly below the zone? Because if I am so confident with my zone, price shouldn't even break my zone and hit my stop loss. If it hits my stop loss, then fine, I'll take it that I'm wrong. I'll take it that I'm wrong and it hits my stop loss, I'll move on to the next trade. Okay? So when I look for an entry, I always look for a zone so that I can use my stop loss to avoid the zone. Okay, my stop loss is usually slightly below the zone. Okay, my take profit will be the next key level. So this key level, when I'm looking at this chart, is here, where these two swing highs are. So usually I'll enter here for a buy, then I'll play it back here. My stop loss is super tight. When it's halfway through, I move my stop loss to entry. I become risk free. Okay, if it hits my stop loss, fine. I lose 1%. That's the most I can ever lose. 1%. 1%, you can have it. Okay, so that's that. I'm gonna quickly finish this slide because our 1 hour is up already. Okay, this is the other thing to implement indicators. So this is Ichimoku. This is my favorite. Someone asked me just now. Okay, someone asked me just now. Okay, this is stochastics RSI. I usually use stochastics and RSI to identify divergences and support resistance. Okay, best days. Is there a best day for trading? Sorry, I'm gonna have to like zoom through the rest of the slides because we're running out of time. Okay, and I think I'm gonna get kicked out from this webinar soon. I think there's a timer on this. Okay, so the best day to trade, I don't know if you guys ever heard this before. They say Friday is the day that you give back all your money to the market. I think it is rubbish. I have made so much profits on Friday before. Okay, so don't listen to anyone. There is no best day to trade. Okay, every day is good to trade as long as you find high probability trades. If your trade is high probability, it doesn't matter what day it is. Okay, oh wait, unless there's news that day. If there's news that day, be careful. Okay, other than that, where's the best time to trade? London, New York, Sydney, Tokyo. What's the best time to trade? The best time to trade, if you are trading Forex, honestly, it's anytime. It's just that when it is the London session, the New York session, the Sydney session, the Tokyo session, it's just that the volume is higher. It doesn't mean that price cannot go to your take profit. It just means that it will take long. It will be faster. It will go to your take profit faster. So actually, all day is a good time to trade. It's just that if you were to trade when the markets are open, there is more volume and it will hit your take profit or your stop loss faster. So let's say when you trade during sessions where it's not active, for example, okay, you trade during the end of the New York session, it might take 6 hours to hit your take profit. But if you trade during the overlap of the London and the New York session, maybe it will only take 1 hour and hit your take profit already. Okay, do you guys notice that the opening of New York session, the first hour is super volatile? That's the only difference. Okay, so there is no best time to trade. This was a trick question. There's no best day to trade. Okay, best instrument. Again, is it Forex? Is it gold? Is it index? Okay, there's no best instrument to trade. the best instrument is the instrument that works best to your strategy. If I trade gold, if me and another person, for me and Desiree, for example, I use support resistance, trend line, blah, blah, to trade gold, and my win rate is 8 out of 10. Okay, if Desiree uses Elliott wave to trade gold and Desiree's result is 5 out of 10, okay, it just means that Desiree's strategy is not working for gold. Okay, maybe if she uses the same strategy on Forex, her result will be 8 out of 10. So there is no best pair to trade. The best pair is the one that makes you profit. Okay, so these are all trick questions. Don't listen to anyone who tells you, oh, GBP USD is so good, I've made so much money for GBP USD. Okay, if that person has made a lot of money from GBP USD, that means that person's strategy is working for GBP USD, and you should ask the person, hey, what strategy are you using for GBP USD? Why are you making so much money from GBP USD? Okay, best direction, is it bull or bear? There is no best direction either. This is a trick question as well. The direction again depends on how probable it is. If price is going down, you are going in for a sell. If price is going up, you're going in for a buy. Okay, you are just going to follow trend. Like James was saying, trend is your friend. Okay, so there's no best direction. The best direction is trend, following trend. Okay, so that's it for today's webinar. Sorry, I had to brush through the rest of it. We spent a bit of time. Thanks everyone for joining. I will catch you guys again next week. I think I'll be doing next Monday's webinar, either next Monday or next Tuesday, I'm not sure. Okay, but I'll see you guys. For best friend, I'll see you tomorrow if you are joining Bahasa webinar. Okay, thanks David, thanks Desiree, thanks James, thanks Tuan, thanks Jack, thanks Roberto. Okay, thanks everyone who stayed on even though we went past the time a little bit. I'll catch you guys again next week. I hope you learned something today. If I helped you in any way to become a slightly better trader, that makes me happier. Okay, thanks Muhammad, thanks Anas, thanks Hilda, thanks Yushen. I'll catch you guys again soon. Okay, bye.